What is going on, Halo fans? Luke the Notable here, and in this video we're going to be talking about how to get out of a rut, how to stop yourself from doing bad over and over again in Halo 5. Now, I've gotten this question a ton over the last year of me doing Halo 5 videos, but I had played enough where I never really got myself into a big rut. I'm in my second to last semester of nursing school. It's coming to the apex, and you know what? It's just getting tough. I'm not playing as much, and I'm noticing that I'm starting to feel some of these symptoms of this rut. I get on and I don't feel as good. I feel like I can't hit perfects anymore, and my BR, my Magnum, all of my things just, they don't line up anymore. The stars don't align like they used to back in July when I was grinding for Champ and Free-for-All. So I did a little research, looked at some videos, and compiled a little bit of information for you, and you should try all of these things to try to get yourself out of a rut. But honestly, I don't know why this happens. I was trying to think of some reason that you may, for whatever reason, getting to a bad streak of games, and I couldn't think of anything. I mean, if anything, the more you play, the better your muscle memory should be. The only thing that comes to mind is something like my situation, where you're not playing as often, you're not really using your muscle memory, and you lose it. For me, my mental game is on point, and if I play to automatics, which are generally easier to use, I can get pretty good games, 2.0 KDs even. But because I'm not playing as often, my Magnum game, my BR game, it's not as good. I can't hit perfects anymore. My accuracy is well into the 40s when it's normally in the 60s. But whatever the reason behind your rut, we're gonna talk about how to reverse it. First things first, I don't think getting away from Halo entirely is the best way to do it. I think a lot of people just kind of take a break from Halo for a couple days and then come back and expect to do just as fine. I have generally seen that doesn't help for me. It might help for you, go ahead, try it, but for me, it doesn't help, and I would try my other methods first. Tip number one, I turned off my dead zones. I put both controller dead zones, and these are in the settings menu of your controller settings in Halo 5. I turned them both to 0%, and this seemed to help a little bit. It felt a little bit more natural, and I fully expect to put these back on their settings that they were at before, but for now, they're at 0, and it seems to help my aim whenever I get on for whatever little time that is. I also played with my sensitivity a little bit. I'm normally a player that plays on 4 sensitivity and 2 aim acceleration. What I did is I bumped my aim acceleration all the way up to 4 and dropped my sensitivity down to 3 for a couple games. That change felt better, and I started to do a little bit better on the sticks. My accuracy increased. Felt like my shots were hitting more often. I've noticed this phenomenon over the years of changing your sensitivity to something else for a while can give you a little bit better of a feeling to the game, and you should use this phenomenon when you get into a bad streak of games. But 4 sensitivity and 2 aim acceleration is really what I've always been great at. I've played 4 sensitivity throughout my entire Halo career, and eventually I'm going to take my 3 sensitivity and 4 aim acceleration and bump that down to 4.2. One thing that I did in Halo 4 that really helped was if I felt that I was doing poorly, I would play a whole game playing only assault rifle. In order to use the assault rifle well, you have to maintain accuracy on your target, and if you don't, you're not going to get any kills. So using an assault rifle for an entire game, maybe even 2 games, even in a big team battle match, this will reteach your brain how to maintain accuracy on a target and then give you higher accuracy in the long run. One thing that really helped for me when I was grinding for Free-for-All, if I ended up having maybe a game or 2 that were pretty bad, is I would watch my gameplay. Sometimes you'll see something and you'll say, wow, that's really dumb that I'm doing that. And you can fix that right then and there, and that'll fix your problem. I think watching your gameplay is the best tip for someone who's in a rut but is also playing pretty regularly. The problem isn't your shot, it's probably just the fact that you're playing way too aggressive or some other problem. You should watch an episode of Spartan School if you don't know how to kind of dissect gameplay. One thing I haven't yet tried because I am still downloading the MCC is trying to play some other Halo games. Try to go into Halo 3, play some Halo 2, maybe that'll help. You can also play other games. I've been playing a lot of Skyrim on the side, and I feel like that helps me to kind of keep current because it shows me another way of aiming in an FPS setting. And one thing that I've been doing recently, if I have more than an hour to play, I'll hop into a game of SWAT and play 1 game of SWAT before starting. Not only does this warm me up, but it also kind of gets me used to the game, and I generally play better after this. One thing that I did that really helped is I changed my monitor's resolution to 720p. Things looked a little bit more grainy, but I could kind of tell silhouettes better. I wasn't getting busy looking at all the details of every map, I was just looking at the Spartans, and that seemed to help a lot for me. And that's all my tips, guys. You should try all of these, at least the easier ones, if you find yourself in a bad streak of games. There's nothing worse than getting on Halo and getting stomped when normally you do fairly well, or even if you're just playing below your normal skill level. It's frustrating, I know. Thing is, everyone's different. You may have a method of getting past a bad streak of games that no one else has even heard of before. Please comment down below if you have anything like that. If any of these methods helped particularly well, please comment down below. I would love to hear feedback on which ones are really good for you and which ones aren't. For me, what seemed to help the most was playing with assault rifle only, changing my controller's dead zones to 0%, and bumping my resolution on my monitor down to 720p. But again, this could be different for you guys too. And that's it for the video, guys. Thumbs up the video if you loved it. Comment down below regardless of what you want to say. I love reading comments. It's my favorite part about YouTube. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Stay notable. You say something about person when they don't have a beanie on. But I definitely like his Banshee Ultra. I mean, I'm using one now. These guys are not running out and letting me kill them, so I'm gonna have to go in and take this fight to them.
Hey, this is my idea. Get out of here. This is my enemy base.
We all shamed by Cordo, right?
Yes. Why would that be a shame? There's nothing like fellatio.
How do you even know what that means, Travis?
I am an articulate person.
No, I'm gonna get hijacked. I just got hijacked.
mean,
Hey,
extra
Trev,
chromosomes,
me run this enemy, man.
Okay. I will do that, because I am Travis G. Running, the hardcore Halo Airborne.
We've taken out the
No!
Spartan, you're a meme.
Excellent
Jesus
work,
Christ.
Spartan. That's a victory.
Fuck you guys.